Good late morning, everyone. Wild Weather here for LiveWeatherBlogs.com. It's Sunday morning, and we're looking 111 hours and out, but something gathering of my attention a little bit more as we move into next week and toward next weekend. We have the potential for development, tropical development in the Gulf of Mexico, not too far from Yucatan. This would be a system that develops in the Pacific and crosses over Mexico there and comes up into the Gulf of Mexico near the Yucatan and then wanders off to the northeast and tries to develop into a tropical, maybe subtropical system and then moves generally up the east coast. So just a kind of heads up um, as you go into the following week and you're along the Florida coast and the Panhandle along the peninsula here. Keep an eye on this. This could be a prolific rainmaker at the very least, and maybe it develops a little bit. We'll see. A little early in the year, June 1st rather, is the first day of hurricane season, and lo and behold, we already will have something to track. Talking of the tropics, I know some people are saying it's going to be a down year. That remains to be seen. In my opinion, I'm thinking of the Gulf of Mexico. This area right in here is going to be a prime area to watch this upcoming year, and potentially up the East Coast as well, early on, maybe July and August, and then we'll see what happens later on. Still waiting for the El Nino to kick in. Waters out in the Pacific are pretty warm. I think if you say the El Nino kick in, it probably won't be until later in the summer, September, October, which at that point hurricane season is, peaking. So it'll be interesting to see how many tropical systems we get out in the Atlantic. Last year I know they were calling for an awful lot of tropical activity. We really didn't see much. There was one hurricane last year out in the Atlantic. So things can certainly change day to day, week to week, month to month, and this year will be no different. We'll just have to wait and see how things line up. But already next week we'll have something to track in the Gulf of Mexico heading toward Florida. And if you put this into motion, you can see the evolution of that. There it is in Yucatan, and then moving off to the northeast very slowly, and then it starts picking up some speed. And you can see this would center of this here, but all the rain well out in front of it would indicate shear and a weak diffuse system, and then it kind of just rolls up the east coast. So we'll see what happens. Early yet. You got some time to watch that, and just something to keep in mind, back of your mind, as you check us out here at LiveWeatherBlogs.com. You might want to check back later in the week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and in the next weekend, especially if you have plans along the Panhandle of Florida and the Florida East Coast, up and down the southeast coast, and then perhaps maybe eventually up the Mid-Atlantic. We'll wait and see on that. It's Wild Weather for LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Everybody have a great day. It's fantastic. It is beautiful out there. Look for blogs coming up soon from me in the future.